Hi, I'm Jelena Browning. I'm the school social worker for Farragut. I'm at all four Farragut schools, K through 12, but I'm at Farragut High School on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So if you ever need me, my office is in CTE. I am here today to talk to you about homelessness and foster care. So let's get started. The McKinney-Vento Homeless Education Act basically just exists so that homeless students have access to everything that our regular students have. And this act just makes sure that they have the things they need. Defining homeless for Knox County is a little tricky because we have students who are living in hotels, maybe because their house is being repaired or something like that, and in that instance they are not homeless. They are living in a hotel on a temporary basis just until something gets fixed. If you have a student who lives in a hotel because financially that is the best they can do, that is considered homeless. If you have children who live in campgrounds or cars or anything of that nature, that is considered homeless. So sometimes it's a little tricky to figure out who is homeless and who is not. And basically the whole point of this training, if you feel like a child is homeless, please let me know. My email information will be at the end of this slide. Or also, like, if you realize someone's homeless 6 months from now but you've forgotten my name, that's okay. If you will let your grade level admin or your grade level school counselor know, they know how to find me and they will contact me as well. That's fine. Let's move on to the next slide. Clarification for housing, like we were just saying, not all doubled up situations are considered homeless. Maybe you live with grandma because the family chooses to just all live together. Maybe they like that situation. They would not be considered homeless. But if someone gets evicted and they are forced to move in with their grandparents or parents, that would be considered homeless. It basically depends on the financial situation. If they are having to move because of finances, like they don't have enough money, then they're considered homeless. And this classification stays with them for the entire school year. So even if they temporarily get evicted, live in a hotel for a while, and then find another house, the Homeless Protection Act still covers them for the entire school year if they were homeless for that period of time. Okay, this is a question to ask to determine if a student is homeless. Can a student go to the same place every night to sleep in a safe and sufficient space? That is something you would ask if you're considering if someone's homeless. And honestly, if you think they might be homeless, you don't really have to get into all that. Like I said, if you will let me know, I will just call and say something like, "Oh, I see your address is the Motel 6, and ask some questions about it." Or I will just call and introduce myself and tell them I'm the school social worker for Farragut and list like all the services that I can provide and just see if they need anything. I will never out you guys. I will never say, "Oh, Miss Vaughn said you were homeless, so I need to follow up on that." I won't tell them that who specifically referred them. I just kind of ask general questions, so you don't have to worry about any of that when you're questioning if someone is homeless. Okay, common signs of homelessness may be transportation or attendance problems, inability to contact parents, numerous absences, like poor hygiene. They might wear the same clothes for several days. They appear to lack a shower facility or a washer and dryer, the ability to stay clean. Those are some things you could look for. Other common signs: they're not ready for class, they don't have school supplies, they're not able to complete their homework. You might see a change in behavior. They might be really mature and like having to take care of things that most average high school students aren't having to deal with. They might be really protective of their parents or like have a short attention span, just things that might be out of the ordinary for most students, but you might pick up on some of these with homeless students. Okay, common reactions and comments you might get from homeless students. They might be embarrassed, they might mention staying with friends or other relatives. They move around a lot. They can't remember the name of their schools. They might not know their address because they haven't been there too long, and might say things like, "We're going through a hard time right now." Okay, here's their rights. They have the right to remain in the school of origin, meaning that if they start the school year at Farragut and become homeless, but maybe they live in a hotel in the Cedar Bluff zone, because they started the school year as homeless, they are still allowed to remain at Farragut. We can provide transportation, we, the county, provide transportation for them to remain at this school. Excuse me. They have the right to academic success and the right to immediately enroll in a school, even if they don't have all the documentation that are normally required for enrollment. Okay, how to make a referral. We kind of talked about this already, but that's me. I'm the social worker for this school. You would just let me know that you think a student might be homeless, and I will fill out the McKinney-Vento Act and send it in to the Knox County homeless liaison. Like I said, if you forget what you're supposed to do, if like you remember having this training but you don't really remember the steps, if you will let your grade level admin know or your school counselor know, they can also get the information to me. Okay, and here's the contact for Tamara Saunders and Heather Willis, and I'm going to go ahead and give you my contact information too. My name is Jelena. You spell it Jelena .Browning, BROWNING, at knoxschools.org, and my phone number is 865-257-4582. You guys can feel free to contact me anytime. Thank you.